Hi there, welcome back to this channel. In this lesson, we are going deeper in our application. We are going to have um, job category model, job model, search, filter, and so on. So this video will be a little bit longer because we're gonna cover a lot. So with that being said, let's begin. So first of all, we're gonna navigate inside our models folder. And we create the job model file. And to save some time, we're gonna copy everything from user model to job model. And also, we're gonna just copy the last line to export our, our new model. Okay, and after that, we are going to make some cleanup. Okay, and we'll name our schema to job schema. And also we're gonna name our model job. Okay, and also we have job schema. And now let's create, let's have our, fields in the database. We will have title, okay, custom text title is required, and duplicate this line. This time we will have description is required. Also duplicate this line. Now we'll have salary. And custom text salary is required. We'll have another field like location. So we'll have only string for the type. Available. So this will be a boolean if the job is available or not. Type boolean, and the default will set the default to true. By default it is available. So now it's up to human resources to to have that availability false. And after that, we're gonna link the job model to user model. And to do so, we're gonna add another line. We're gonna extract object ID from mongoose.schema. Okay, this is how you create table, document relationship, like MySQL a little bit. We will link the user model, the job model with the user model. Okay, user type object ID, and we will have to pass the reference. We'll remove um, this line, and the reference we will pass the user. And also we want this field to be we'll add this field, but also we will need to link this model to job category. So we should create it first, but no problem. We will create it right now. So let's create now job type model. So job type will be like our job category. And now to save some time, we're gonna copy everything here in job model to job type model, from job model to job type model, and we're gonna, I mean, refactor our code. So we remove all the fields. We will need job category will be linked with the user model, because every time that someone creates a category, we will know who creates the category. So we will link the job type um, uh, model to user. And you will understand better as progress in this lesson. Okay, and now we'll give the name job type name. Okay, job category is required as custom text, and model job type. Okay, pass job type scheme. So everything is okay now. So we're gonna link link the job type. Um, each time we create the job will have a category. That's what we link sense. Job type, okay, and the type is object ID, and the reference um, the job type, okay, the name that we gave in the job type model. So now job model is linked with job type model, which is our category. And now we go one step up, and inside the controller, we're gonna create, job type controller. So inside job type controller, we'll have create a new variable see the job type model. And we will bring our custom error. And now let's add a comment, create job category. Exports that create job type equal async request response next, and we have an our function. After that, we'll open a try catch block. Const job type, I mean capital T for type, I mean job type, await job type as our model that create. So here we could have done this like this, create, I mean request that body, because we will receive all the fields, but we can't do it like this because we will need to specify, I mean which user um, is creating um, the job type. Okay, so we're gonna open curly braces and job type name colon request body job type, I mean we will receive that from the request body, and also we will have user, okay, that will receive request that user that ID, and this request that user we will have it in our middleware. Okay, because we'll protect this what from the middleware, we will have the request that user, right? Make sense? So we will automatically have, I mean the user ID that created, I mean this job type. And now we're gonna send um, the status code 201 and the response that JSON. When I said success true and the job type, and next error. Or here we will correct, not because it's an error, because we want to make difference. I mean the model will be with capital letter. Okay, job type and job type here. Okay, everything is fine. So we're gonna jump in the routes folder to create the job type routes. Okay, from here we're gonna from the user routes, we're gonna copy. Okay, let's clear, remove some. Okay, and now copy everything to job type routes, and make some cleanup. And now we'll have a post request. /type/create. And we're gonna have our middleware is authenticated. Because form is authenticated, like I have just said, we'll grab the request user, we'll grab the the current user that will create the new job type. And now we pass the create job type, and we will bring it from the uh, job controller, from the job type controller. Now we will have to grab the middleware, is authenticated middleware. And comment job type routes, and this route will be /API/type/create. After that, we need to bring the job type route in our main app. So we will duplicate user routes and job type routes. So this time we will bring the job type routes, and after that pass it as middleware. Okay, and now we're gonna test with Postman. So now we'll have another folder. We'll name it job type. And we're gonna create a post request. So now we copy the work properly and add it here, body, raw, and JSON. So we will need only one field, and the field name is let's check our model, job type model, and this is job type name as our category. So we could have the user here, because the way that we structure our application, we don't need to pass it because it will grab automatically the user ID, and you will see that in a few seconds. Okay, not authorized. Let's check So we need to sign in, and we sign in. Okay, as you can see, it grab automatically the current user ID. Okay, and we only pass only the job type name. And after that, we'll create a few more. After that, we will go back in our code editor and we will create another controller. This time we will bring all jobs category. The controller will be all job type, all jobs type, and the status will be 200. So I think it's okay. And now let's create the route. We'll have it type forward slash jobs, and this what doesn't need to be authenticated, and we pass the controller all job type and save. And now we are going back to Postman because we are going to use it a lot in this lesson. So we bring our endpoint body wow JSON, and let's send the request. So here, as you can see, we have an array of objects of all job types. Okay. So after that, I will go one step up. I will go to controller. So we will create now the jobs controller file. And now we're gonna copy everything from the job type controller to jobs controller. And we're gonna change job type to job, and we are going to use the job model. So after that, create job, and this is job now. We are going to use the job model. And here, because we need to know, we could have done this like job.create request.body without curly braces, but because we want to know which user um, um, will create the new job, So we're gonna do it like so. Okay. Duplicate some fields, and we have title. We'll receive uh, the title from the request body, but we could also done this, this structure. With this structure, title, description, location from the request body. You can do it like so if you know a little bit about it. And okay, we have title, description, salary, location, user, because we're gonna have the user ID, because this what will be protected. We're gonna grab the current user ID from the is authenticated middleware. And we need job type, because we'll have, when we create a job, we need to pass the category, which is our job type. So I think it's okay for create job. And now we need to create a route. So we're gonna copy the job controller, and inside the routes folder, we're gonna create the jobs routes. So we're gonna copy everything from job types route to jobs route to save some time. We remove this. So we will leave only one route. And we bring our controller, create job controller. And our route will be /job/create. And to access the route, we'll we will have to add /API/job/create. And again, we will need to bring the job route inside our main app. And copy the job route, apply it in the route middleware. Okay, no folder for job, because we structure our API. And this will be a post request. Wow, JSON. I'm gonna paste this JSON, title, description, salary, job type. I'm gonna bring a job type, ID. You can see I then add the user because it will grab the user automatically the way we we code our job controller. And now save the request, and after that um, we're gonna send the request. And as you can see, available, the default was true. You have it here. You have the user. Um, so everything is working fine. So we're gonna verify it with inside MongoDB. As you can see, we have it in job type. We have three that we have just created. And users, we have only true. And behind the scene, so we have added more jobs so that we have some data to work with. Okay, we're gonna head back to there. We now create other controller. Now we will try to show the single job. So we will get rid of this. And we will have job by ID, parentheses, request that params that ID. And after creating the controller, we're gonna create the route. So this is how we add, uh, we're gonna bring the ID from the endpoint, colon ID / colon that ID, and you can create any name you want. Okay, but this part will be not protected, and we'll have our single job from the jobs controller. And also this will be a get request because we're gonna get a single job. After that, we will create another controller. This time we will update um, a job. So we're gonna find by ID and um, update. And here request that params. This is this is to say we're gonna receive this from our endpoint. Request that params that job ID. This job ID we're gonna have it um, the same way we have written it in the endpoint. You're gonna see it in a few seconds. And now we receive everything from the request body, and we're gonna pass open an object and pass new true. This is to return the newly updated um, job. And after that, we will bring because job is linked to job type. So instead of having job type, we have an ID. We're gonna not only see the ID, but we're gonna see the job category. Get the point? And we say that we wanna have only the job type name. Okay, but I think we'll have the ID and the job type name. Okay, and also job is linked with user model. So populate mean we're gonna have the fields from the user model and also the fields from a job type model, which is our category, but we're gonna select which fields we want to have. And after that, we save, and we're gonna copy the controller of the job controller and bring it to um, the jobs route. And this time, because we'll update, we'll have a put request. And we bring our controller auto imported. And we'll build our endpoint. Okay, and because we name our request params that job ID, in the what we will have job underscore ID, okay, colon job underscore ID, okay, and the SWAT will be a protected word. And we add a nice comment so that uh, people using our API can see clearly what the endpoint, API / job / update, and we have the job underscore ID. And after that we say, but one point I forget because Now we have user role. Only admin um, should create, job, and only admin also can update a job. So after that, let's head to Postman because we should test every endpoint that we have created. This process, even you are sure, but you need to test it. You never know. Okay, so we're gonna grab the ID. Okay, single job to get the single job and send the request. And as you can see, yeah, as you can see, um, we have our single job. And now we'll create a new route. This time to edit a job. So we're gonna edit the same job ID, but we're gonna put the correct endpoint, API job update and ID, and save the request. So we're gonna update title for this job ID. So let's grab the name, the title, send the request, makes sense, not authorized. So we need to sign in. Okay, as you can see, the job was updated. Okay, and we're gonna get it back to normal. Front-end developer, and as you can see, back to normal. Okay, after that, we will need we'll create another controller. This one will be really straightforward with the admins. So you need to pay more attention. So in this is to show all the jobs, but also we have search, filter, etc. So we will bring our pagination. We'll have five um, like 5 posts per page or 5 jobs per page if you want. and we adjust the const count. We bring job, and after that we add page in our response, the current page, and how many page do we have, math that save, and we'll have to divide count with page size. And also we send count to, I mean, as response. And we'll bring the show jobs controller to create a new route. So this will be a get request because we're gonna get everything. And this what is not protected. And now we'll bring the show jobs controller. Okay, and after that we need to adjust the route, and we adjust also our endpoint in the comment. And after that we save, and we're gonna test it with Postman. So there we create a no endpoint, and this is get request wow JSON body wow JSON, and we save the request, and after that we send it. And as you can see, we have an array of jobs, and at the end we see we are on page 1. Okay, and we have 2 pages, and the count is 7, so we have 7. But let's add, this is how you will add I mean your parameter in the URL. I mean, when you have so you remember we name it page number, and page 2 we pass the second page. But since like we have a problem because page 2 is supposed to have less than page 1, because we have a total of 7 and 5 per page. So let's go back to fix that. So it's because I forget to add the skip, because to finalize the pagination, and to add that limit, and we pass the page size and save. So we're gonna test again because this is the normal process. So we have how much do we have, and we're gonna send the request to see what we will have. Okay, as you can see, we have less. In the second page, we have 2 because we have 7 in total. The first will have the we have 5, and the second will have 2. Okay, makes sense. So our pagination is working. And now we're gonna enable search query. So we create a new variable name keyword. So each time you want to create a query parameter, in the link in the the endpoint, you will use request query, okay, and the name you want to give. So in our case, we pass we name it keyword request query that keyword, and if this exists, we're gonna we open curly braces. If not, we pass an empty object. And in between, if the keyword is exists, we're gonna have the title. Remember, we have this title in the job model. Okay, so we pass regex and request query that keyword, and also we pass another parameter $sign options, that is to say to remove the case sensitive. Even we search with capital, without capital letter, so to bring our response, right? And after that, we need to bring um, we need to filter our query also. Okay, so we use the spread operator, three dot, and the keyword. Also, we need to repaginate our uh, the number of results that we have. Okay, so estimated document count doesn't accept filter, and we're gonna use another thing which name count documents. And we need to pass also the filter to the count, so that each time we have a new result, and count will be updated, and it will repaginate our response. According to our response, it will repaginate it. Okay, um, I had a typo. It is that count documents. Okay, and now let's go to Postman as always to test. So we're gonna pass keyword, okay, emphasize keyword, and will be font and send the request. As you can see, if you notice, everything here is related to front end because our keyword is font. So all the results that we have, um, as you can see, have um, font in it. Okay, and if you also it will paginate also, and if you pass dev devo like DevOps, you have only one result, which is great. So our search filter is working great. And now we will filter by category. So we create a new variable name IDs, and IDs will be an array. So we will store all the IDs, okay, of our category. So we create a new variable name job type category, but we will need to bring the job type model, okay. So job type, and from the models, we bring the job type model and copy the model, the job type model. So we use a wait job type, fine. We pass first of all open and close curly braces, and after that comma and open curly braces underscore ID colon 1. That is to say, we want to have only IDs, okay? And to show you, I will copy and this and send it in the response so that you can understand better. And now I will head to Postman so that you can see um, the steps. And as you can see, we have the results. And at the end, as you can see, you have an array of objects, of IDs. But we want to have only an array of IDs, not array of objects of IDs. You got the idea. You will understand um, in a few seconds. And now we head back to code editor, and so we will need to map, because as you can see, we have an array of objects of IDs, and we'll map job type category that for each to make a loop. Okay, we'll name it cat and open curly braces and IDs. This is our array that push, and we're gonna push the ID from the job type category. Cat that underscore ID. And now I will show you what we have in this array. Now we will move it and add IDs. And I will go back to Postman so you can see what we have. So we send the request, and as you can see, we have an array of IDs. Okay, well, so let's go back to our code editor, because I didn't want to send IDs. It was to show you the steps. So now we're gonna, after all these steps, we're gonna realize the filter. We create a new variable named cat, and in our parameter, in our query parameter, we have request query.cat, and now we create a new variable named cat egg. Now, if the query parameter, which name is cat, is not empty, we will have the cat. Okay, else we will have all the categories, means all IDs, right? And we have IDs as array. So we need to bring this new filter. So in the count, we'll need to bring it. So we will filter by category, because our job model has field name job type. Okay, so we will filter job type equal cat egg. I mean colon cat egg. We'll filter by category. And also we will repaginate each time we make a search. And also we pass it in the when we're gonna display all the jobs. And now we need to test it with Postman. Okay, that was it for this lesson, guys and girls. I know it was a little bit longer than usual, and we made a lot of effort, guys, to create this video. It consumed time, and if you like this project, please rate us on our GitHub account, with this project on our GitHub account. And also, we will need next time to filter by location and try to have most of the endpoints that we're gonna use in our front end. So that was it, like I've just said. So if you have question, please use the comment section. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and share it to your friends so that more people can watch our video. With that being said, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.